it's Kalela here, or Callie, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 17. This isn't going to be really vloggy, it's going to be more sit-down talky, mainly because I am going to be telling you guys all of my favorite yarn brands and yarn fibers that I like to use. As you guys know, I'm obsessed with so many things pertaining to yarn because yarn is just so awesome, so great, and I love it so much. It creates such beautiful things, and there are many yarns that I have worked with and also many yarns that I want to work with and I know for sure that I will love in the future. So the fibers that I love to work with are alpaca, mohair, and wool. With mohair, it's usually mohair silk, so I guess I can add silk into that bunch. Mohair, silk, wool, and alpaca. Oh my gosh, those fibers are just so amazing. And the first brand that I truly love to work with, and I work with often, I'm working with it right now for my anchor sweater, is Drops. Now, Drops is a Scandinavian brand, and you can find it in a lot of UK resellers like Wool Warehouse, Purple Sheep Yarns, and probably in some local yarn shops. I have not found them in local yarn shops, but also I've only been to like 3 and there are none near me. So maybe they are in local yarn shops. I know in Scandinavia you can definitely find it, but here in the US it's not really common. But the main thing that I love to get from Drops is it's Drops Kid Silk Mohair. And the Kid Silk Mohair is just so very nice. It is soft, but it is also prickly. Some people get it confused and think that just because you can feel it on your skin means that it is itchy. No, itchy means that you're literally scratching the mess out of your skin because of it. But this is prickly. To me, it feels fine because I like to feel the yarn on my skin. Like, I don't mind the prickle factor. When people are like, oh, it may be scratchy, don't care. It may be prickly, don't care. I want it to be. I love the feeling. But I know most people don't like that feeling. And this can definitely give you that feeling. Once it's blocked, it calms down a lot. So you may or may not feel it, but just a heads up. But it is still soft. It doesn't take away its softness, and it is just, oh, I love it so much. The next one is what I am currently using, is a superwash wool. Now, I have found that commercial superwash wool, like wool sold by like these big companies, is very spongy. Superwash is so spongy when I get it from commercial yarns, but when I get it from hand-dyed yarns, like this is superwash as well. I actually got this yarn to go with this yarn to make the camera sweater, but anyway, this is a superwash yarn, but it is not spongy like this one. It still feels like wool and everything, but this one feels super soft. It doesn't feel bad at all. It's just different from how hand-dyed superwash yarns feel. Hand-dyed superwash yarns still feel almost rustic-like, but without the prickle factor. But this one is just straight up soft, straight up spongy. If you want a yarn that you know for sure you will not feel on your skin, definitely get some superwash yarn. This is Drops Baby Merino. It's the yarn I'm using on my anchor sweater, and it is so nice. It is so soft. You cannot feel it. Like, it's heavy when worked up, of course, because it's wool, but when you put it on your skin, it is just so soft. Another yarn from Drops that I love to use is Drops Air. Oh my gosh. Now this yarn right here, I used Drops Air on my, what's it called, Sunday sweater that I just finished. I wore it in a video. I spilled spicy mayo all over it somehow. I didn't spill on it. I think I reached over my food and then I got it on my sleeve and then brushed it on the body panel. I think that's what happened. But anyway, forget that. Drops Air. It is so soft. This is an alpaca mix. And if you want a soft yarn, get alpaca. Alpaca is one of the softest fibers out there. And prickle factor, none. Softness, 1000. Okay, my Sunday sweater, I mixed my Sunday sweater with mohair and I cannot feel the mohair. I use Knitting for Olive mohair. I'll get to that in just a second, but this yarn is so freaking soft. I love it so much. Now, another drops yarn that I currently have is, well, it's not mine, it's Kahila's, but I still wanted to show you guys. It's this Boucle yarn, drops alpaca Boucle. And this is also an alpaca yarn, of course, alpaca mix. And this yarn is so curly and so cool looking, and it is so soft. I imagine it's going to be very soft, worked up, and I love that. I love that. I cannot wait to see how this is worked up and see how she uses it. Now, another brand that I do like to use is Hobbii. I'm still new to using their yarns. I currently have a wool that they have, and it is called baby wool. Okay, Hobbii's baby wool, and this is a non-superwash yarn, which I prefer non-superwash yarns because I can actually feel it on my skin and I like that feeling. So non-superwash yarns, or as people say, like rustic, more rustic yarns, like that have a lot of prickle factor. I don't know if this has a lot of prickle factor because when it comes to wool, there are different types of wool. There's Norwegian wool, British wool, Merino wool, Peruvian Highland wool. Peruvian Highland wool is very, very scratchy, very, very prickle factor 10, roughness 100. Okay, I don't think it prickles that much. I just think it is very rough. It is a very rough yarn. But this one is merino wool, so it is very soft. I haven't used it yet, but just based on the feeling of it, it is very soft, and it's merino wool. Merino wool is soft, period. If you want to use wool, but you're like, I know that wool, you know, it's probably itchy or something, makes me itch or scratchy, try merino wool. It is a very, very soft wool. Now, the next yarn brand that I absolutely love, I use all the time, is Knitting for Olive. I'm just grabbing some Knitting for Olive. I love Knitting for Olive's merino wool, which is a fingering weight yarn. I don't have that right now because I have used all of my merino wool, but I do have their soft silk mohair in 2 different colors currently. I have this one in dark cognac. I showed you guys this yesterday to go with this lamb's wool. And I also have this soft peach color. Yeah, soft peach color. And I use this to go with my Sunday sweater. I still have so much of this left because it was for another project when I was crocheting, and I think I have like 6 or 8 more balls, so I'll save this for another. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I already know what yarn I'm saving this for. I just looked at my hand-dyed yarn. I already know. This soft silk mohair is so soft. Okay, you know how I said with drops it has like this prickle factor? You can definitely feel it a little bit even after blocking. Knitting for Olive. Okay, you've seen that TikTok? Knitting for Olive. None. I paired it with my Sunday sweater. I don't even feel the mohair. It is so freaking soft. Now, I don't know what it's like by itself because I know how drops Kid Silk is by itself because I made a mohair sweater, crocheted sweater. I can't believe I did that. 2 strands of mohair, 2.5 millimeter hook, and I made a whole sweater. That is, thinking about that now, I'm like, I would not do that again. So I don't know what this is like by itself, but with the sweaters that I have paired them with, I have not felt 1 ounce of prickle factorness using Knitting for Olive's soft silk mohair. So 100% recommend. It is so soft, so beautiful. Another yarn that I am going to be using from Knitting for Olive, I totally just got mohair all over my lip. Another yarn that I'm going to be using from Knitting for Olive is this Pure Silk. This is a fingering weight yarn, and it is 100% silk. Like 100% silk, that's it, nothing else. It is so very structured, so very soft and nice. I got enough so that I could pair it together, like 2 strands of this, and make a sweater using it. It is going to be so freaking nice. I have not used silk before by itself, and I know that Knitting for Olive has cashmere, which is like a lace weight, so I'm thinking of pairing this pure silk with their cashmere yarn. Hello? Talk about the most luxurious sweater ever. I'm just saying, hello? Idea, yes, for a sweater. Man, that's gonna be a nice sweater. I think I'll do that. Another brand, and the last brand that I will talk about, because that's the last brand I currently have with me, is Sandnes Garn. This is another Scandinavian brand, and I have been dying to try their yarns because all of the I follow a lot of Scandinavian women who knit, and all of their suggestions are like, Sandnes Garn this, Sandnes Garn that, and I'm just like, I need some Sandnes Garn in my life, okay? So my friend Alex sent me Sunday by Petite Knit. This is the fingering weight yarn, and sent me the Tin Silk mohair as well to go together. Come on. I have heard that Tin Silk mohair is literally a cloud. So very soft. Rivals Knitting for Olive. This is huge. I don't think it has that much more than this. It's just a very wide cake. Rivals the softness of Knitting for Olive, maybe softer, okay? I'm petting it because it just feels so soft. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait. I'm literally waiting for the perfect project to use this for, and then I'll be able to give a very, very detailed and accurate opinion on how this feels. And I know this is like my favorite brands and favorite yarns. I love the yarn fibers. So I love the mohair. I love wool. So that's why this is in this video. Also, I know that Sandnes Garn is for sure going to be one of my favorite brands. So I might as well jump the gun and just add it in here. Just saying, guys. And another one is this yarn that I recently got. Also by Sandnes Garn. This is going to be a sweater. I've been told that this is very scratchy. Even though this is going to be for a gift, I think it'll be fine. They'll just have to suck it up, okay? Wear something under it. Or deal with the prickle factor. But, you know, it's okay. I will try to soften it up. We'll see. But this is another yarn I will be using soon in February. So I will see how this is, because I'll try it on first as well. Now, another yarn brand. I thought that one was the last one, but I forgot I had this yarn. Noro yarn. I have had this in my stash since the summer. So for a while now. This is the Kakigori yarn. It is a cotton, silk, viscose, and polyamide blend. I got this so that I could use it for the terrazzo sweater. I know this is not the yarn that she uses. She uses... dang, what was that yarn called? Noro Silk Garden Sock or something like that. And it's a fingering weight yarn. And she paired it with the mohair. This yarn is a DK weight yarn. So I was like, I can just use one strand of this and use that for the terrazzo sweater. So I love the feel of this, and I know I'm going to absolutely love this. I also like, I was talking for so long that it just cut me off. Oh, now I gotta change my battery. I can't catch a break. Okay, BRB. I'm back. Okay, as I was saying, the last Noro yarn I worked with, I did like it. I just didn't like it for a sweater, and I just didn't like how it changed. The texture was fine. I didn't like how fragile it was and how much it changed thickness. Some parts were thin, some parts were thick. Okay, cool. It's still a very nice yarn. So I think I can still add it to my favorites. And even though I haven't used this one yet, I love all the elements that are in this yarn, like the cotton and the silk and the viscose and the polyamide and everything. So I know for sure I will love working with this beautiful, beautiful yarn. First of all, this has so much in it. Jesus. It has 600 meters. I have 4 of these. 600 meters. I'm pretty sure the terrazzo sweater will take 2 of these cakes. So I'll have 2 more for my sister to either use or for another sweater. Those are a lot of the yarns that I have. I also have hand-dyed yarns, which is what I mainly buy, surprisingly now. This year has been all about me getting into the different natural fibers like wool, alpaca, mohair, silk, and all of that. And I have been so happy to be able to try out all of these yarns, figure out what I like, figure out what I don't like, which I don't think I dislike any of the yarns that I've tried. Those are the main brands that I truly, truly love. Drops Knitting for Olive, Hobbii, Sandnes Garn, I'm saying it now, okay? Noro, and soon Biscuit. I'm excited. But yes, I love wools and mohairs, alpacas, silks, all of these natural fibers. And hopefully you guys could pick and choose something from here that you like as well. What are your favorite fibers? Do you like wool? Do you like mohair? Do you like alpaca? Do you like silk? Do you like blending things together? Like this one here from Hobbii is alpaca silk. And oh my gosh, it is 70% alpaca, 30% mulberry silk. This is a yarn that I was talking about yesterday that I want to make another, it's not a sweatshirt, the third is not a sweatshirt sweater from. And whoo, this is so soft, I cannot wait. But yeah, blends like this, alpaca silk. Blends like alpaca and polyamide, alpaca wool and polyamide, mohair and silk. Just so many beautiful, beautiful, lamb's wool and cashmere. So many beautiful blends. What is your favorite? My favorite, honestly, I cannot choose a favorite. I just love yarn. I love wool. So I cannot choose a favorite. The only thing I can say is Merino wool is my favorite wool. And that's it. Oh my gosh. I was about to end this video and I remembered that I have to do the advent. For a second, it felt like a normal video, like a non-vloggy video, okay? Let me go get the advent right now. Okay, my sister and I, Kayla, are going to open this at the same time to see what it's like. Day 17. So yesterday's on, it faded down from the day before. So nice. I'm assuming it's going to be more gray. I don't know what you think it'll be like. Mine looked more gray yesterday.
She said gray. Mine doesn't have a lot of like gray in it. I don't know.
Mine did. It has so much.
Okay, so we're about to open it together.
Okay. Ready?
I close my eyes and then hold it up.
I don't. Should I do that?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Alright, open my eyes. 3, 2, 1.
What?
Oh my gosh, look at this!
What the heck? This looks nothing like my yesterday's on.
Gray in it?
No, not this one.
Oh, what is that dark color?
It's that brownish, yellowish
Mine
color.
doesn't have a lot of that. Like, it only has it like right here.
Bro, mine had so much gray yesterday. This thing is literally sea green. This still has the brownie elements from the days before, if you can see. Like these brownie elements, but whoo! Okay, my sister does this thing where she doesn't show the entire thing anymore since it's getting to be too much, which I'm gonna do now. I'll show you yesterday's color and today's color. Look at that. I guess it's not that far of a jump, but there were no green markers in here, really. It was more brown. Let me show you from above so that you can really see. I guess we can really see together. This is today's color and this is yesterday's color. And you can see there are no green bits in this at all. Like none. My sister's own was super green. So if you want to see her advent, check out her yesterday's video so you can see how hers had some green in it. Mine has none. It has these gray bits in it. That's why I thought it would be gray. But this is green. It still has those brown elements in it. And I'm not mad at it because it's not that far of a jump. What do you guys think tomorrow's colorway will be? I think it will be even more green, maybe a little different color from today's own. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new and you haven't done so already. 8 more days and that will be the end of daily vlogs. I'm ready to get back to the usual. I'm ready to show you guys like step by step by step in one video. I will see you guys next time with another video. Bye!